The sponsor of my stream and podcast is DistroKid. If you want 7% off on your first subscription with DistroKid, release your music to the world on every major music platform. Make sure to go to my website, andrewvanzark.com, and click on the discount link under the tab of DistroKid.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
Welcome to Star Wars Chatter, hosted by Andrew Vanzark. Now you're losing your power. The information on this podcast is my opinion and some internet research. Hello and welcome to the Star Wars Chatter, hosted by Andrew Vanzark. And I have a question for all of you listening to this podcast right now. And is, why should the Old Republic have animated or live action exposure? You know, we've had so many video games and so many comics out of the Old Republic era and books that it should move on to better places and bigger places like animated and live action. So let me know in the comments down below, why do you think we should have Old Republic animated series or live action, or both? So Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic came out in 2003 by BioWare. Started with the video game of KOTOR, and it came out in 2003. Since then, I've played that game so many times, and I can say that the stories are really compelling. The atmosphere is immersive and humongous that we can say so many stories within it, you know. Star Wars Knights of the Republic came out with comic books series published by Dark Horse that ran for 5 years, beginning January 25, 2006 and ending with the 50th issue on February 17, 2010. Those stories are so vivid, so extensive, and the good thing about the Old Republic is that one, it pretells many years back from what we know from the films and the current modern live action and animated series. To give a little bit of background, what the Old Republic stands for is that this story takes place in the Star Wars fictional universe shortly after the establishment of Tenos between the re-emergent Sith Empire and the Galactic Republic, 300 years after the events of the Star Wars Knights of the Republic game, and more than 3,600 years before the events of the Star Wars films. After this whole fandom grew from the Old Republic, whether it is from the comics, the books, or the video games, a new MMORPG in 2011 came to the world, and it has been running for a decade now, and there's still more stories to tell. The game keeps on being developed over and over because of how much the fans love the Old Republic video games. And not just that, but there's so many awesome characters that I can mention from the top of my head, like Candra's Ordo, Bastilia Shan, Darth Malak, Jedi/Darth Revan, Darth Nihilus, Darth Traya, and Jolie Bindo, and etc. Much more characters can be mentioned here, but it's not just the appealing characters, it's the way they developed the whole story within the Old Republic that makes it so appealing to fans of Star Wars, and that's why we should have animated or live action exposure of the Old Republic as of now. In the Old Republic, it goes way further back from the lightsabers. In Star Wars, told in the Old Republic, there are swords, and the history behind the swords are that the swords had been a lost and antiquity for the Star Wars universe. The concept of bladed weapons with basic hilts had been fawned in a huge variety of cultures and existed in a multiple of forms. Use included military, religious, and ceremonial applications. Over the millennia, this basic weapon type has been improved and altered due to the changing technologies, alloys, and even fighting styles, the result being numerous incarnations of short swords, heavy broad swords, agile repliers, double-bladed swords, and even vibro swords of many types, which utilize the ultrasonic vibration technology to improve cutting-edge efficiency. The sword was doubtlessly the conceptual predecessor to the lightsaber, yet both continue to exist as the unique characteristics of the lightsaber preclude universal use or construction. The materials used to make these swords were variations utilizing a wide range of materials, alloys, crystals, minerals, and even bone. The goal being to produce sharper and harder blades. I do think that seeing on animation or live action, the ways they came to produce these swords and the history behind it would be an interesting story to tell. We have seen lightsabers, blasters, and many other weapons from the Star Wars universe shown so many times, but we haven't seen the swords being portrayed as much as we would love to, or at least I would love those swords to be portrayed on the Star Wars universe, on animation and live action. So my question to all of you out there is, do you think the Old Republic should show us more animation, live action exposure, or at least bring those characters into canon and make us, enjoy them a bit more? Because not everybody that enjoys Star Wars has played the video games, has read the books, have read the comics. So if we could bring that to other types of consumers within the Star Wars fandom, we would have a much broader stories to tell. So I do think they should bring us all those great memories we have for those that grew up with the Knights of the Republic video game and things that happened afterwards. So comment down below your ideas, your thoughts on the Old Republic, and let me know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and make sure to follow me on Twitch as Andrew Van Zark. So I'll catch you on the flip side. Adios, amigos. This was the Star Wars Chatter, hosted by Andrew Van Zark. If you have any thoughts or any messages that you want to leave me, go check me out on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Or my website, www.andrewvanzark.com. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Sayonara. When you listen to Andrew Van Zark, you listen with power. Now you're listening with power. Andrew Van Zark. Stream on every major music platform. Power to the music.